Hello everyone, it is Thursday. That means it's time for another one of my draft videos. We're drafting Dominaria, and I've been enjoying the format for the most part. Finally back up to 50%. You know, if we take my first sealed out of the equation where I went 0-3, my record's been pretty good since then, right? You know, 7-4. And hopefully we can keep up that those numbers. Ooh. Well, this is a really sweet card. I mean, this is like literally, I guess, my third draft in the format. You know, a couple sealeds too. I need to update this to say 5. So there's a lot of cards I still haven't gotten to play with. And this format has so many cool cards with cool designs that I think it's going to age really well, because there's like uncommons that if you haven't gotten to playing with will be amazing. Anyway, the point here is, haven't gotten to play with Multani. Obviously, it's a mythic and it's super strong. So I think it's what we take. For educational purposes, what would I take if it weren't here? I think Goblin Barrage, although Elfame Druid's close. Those are the next in line. Everything else in the pack is, you know, there's a Gideon's Reproach too. I guess he comes probably after these two. And then after that, everything's sort of, I feel like, in the same category, except maybe, you know, Navigator's Compass and the Scholar are kind of crappy, and Armament's not great either. But Multani it is. So the Eldest Reborn is good. The question is it better than Vicious Offering? This is a strong pack that had a strong rare in it like ours did, because we have Call the Cavalry, Blessed Light, and Vicious Offering, which are all really good commons. Not to mention the Eldest Reborn, which is a pretty good uncommon. I think I like Vicious Offering the most. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to go here. If we're in green, it is worth noting we can splash a little easier than most people, but... So that's something to keep in mind. Ooh, Untamed Kavu. Is there something better than that in here? I mean, Ancient Animus is good, but not great. Baloth Gorger is good too. I think Untamed Kavu is the best. This is a great wizard payoff. We could have had back-to-back Whispers and made some sort of silly reanimation deck. Yeah, I think I take the Kavu over like Gideon's Reproach and Animus. We're both good removal, but this is like one of the best creatures in the format. So I think it beats them out. They're not premium removal really, but they're good removal. It's not like it's Eviscerate. That's what would make the decision a lot harder. There's so much green in this pack. Even after we take this, even after we took what we took, there was a lot of green left in that pack. So that may hurt us a little, I guess. Everyone will think green's open. And it kind of is, just because there's so many green cards going around. Okay, Settle the Score is great. Yeah, that's what we're going to take here. Premium. This is premium removal. Along with Vicious Offering. So we got 2 great creatures and 2 great removal spells so far. See what else we can make happen. I am a little worried about green, given that pack that still had Ancient Animus and a bunch of other playable green cards in it. But we'll see. I guess Windgrace Acolyte. It does sort of combo with Multani, because if Multani goes in my graveyard, I can get him back, I think Multani's a him. And if this mills lands, then Multani gets bigger, so that's nice. This isn't a very strong pack in general. Syncopate is maybe the best card in this pack. I like Weight of Memory a fair amount. This format's slow enough that it's good, but I think some of that is my play style. I don't know if it's actually better than Syncopate. I like it more, but yeah. So we'll take the Windgrace Acolyte here. So yeah, this is the only green card left, so that is something to keep our eyes on. Yeah. So I think we take the Mammoth Spider. It's perfectly fine. There's no good green in this pack. I mean, the Spider's okay. But none of these cards are like great signs that anything special's open either. These may have just been weak packs to begin with. I mean, everything in here is sort of like a shrug playable, or, you know, like Adamant Will's a good trick, but good tricks are still sort of like, yeah, you know, I'll play it. Okay. Another Windgrace Acolyte. And Llanowar Scout's not bad. I don't love it either, but people sometimes, I think, always look at this as ramp, and it's just not always going to be because you can't count on having a land in your hand. If we end up super Saproling heavy, this might be good, but we don't have that many. Don't like Drudge Sentinel very much. So yeah, it's either another Acolyte or a Scout. I'm going to try to cut green a little bit here. I mean, the Acolyte's fine, but missing out on one isn't a huge deal, and I'll take the playable but not exciting Llanowar Scout. Okay. Rat Colony. I don't know if that's where we want to go. I'd probably just take a Jousting Lance. I could take a Compass, but the Lance is probably a little better. Yeah. It goes into any aggressive deck, and it's perfectly fine. And these blue cards, it's like, yeah, I mean, I think it's a decent sign blue's open, but none of these are reasons to really divert from what we were trying to do. Another Lance, a Cabal Paladin. I think I take the Paladin. I mean, right now we only have 2 historic cards, but we'll probably pick up more. Get 2 Chronicler is a decent sign that red's open, but I think the Paladin's an okay sign that black's open enough. Okay, well, Gaia's Protector or Pierce the Sky. Excavation Elephant. Not. I mean, it is good, but I don't think we end up in white. I think we take a green card here. And I think it's a Pierce the Sky for my sideboard. Okay, I don't mind Adventurous Impulse. Wild Onslaught, again, if we end up with Saplings, which this color pair can do, it's not bad, but having 1 Adventurous Impulse in my deck seems fine to me. All 3 of these cards are mediocre or worse. Let's take Befuddle, I guess. And same thing going on here. And same thing going on there. Ooh, Dargaz. I think we want to try to splash him. This pack is strong, though, for us. Dargaz is probably what we take. Splashing, playing Song of Freyalise would help us splash, which is nice, and it's just strong. This is a really strong pack because I think all 4 of these right here are worth considering first picking. All the 3 uncommons and the mythic rare. Animus, Academy Drake are both good too. But yeah, I think we take Dargaz and try to splash him. That does mean we need to pick up some Skittering Surveyors or Born from the Ashes or whatever, those sorts of things. Navigator's Compass if we're really desperate. There's an Embolus's Clutches. Yeah, I think we take Deathbloom Thallid, but Embolus's Clutches is definitely the best card around in this pack. For sure. Sarah Angel is really good too. I haven't gotten a chance to play Sanctum Spirit still, but or against it, but I think it's pretty good. I will take the Thallid. Our first thing that actually does stuff with Saprolings. Fungal Plots, hello. Is there something else in this pack that I should be mature and take instead of Fungal Plots? No. Not really. I mean, Fungal Infection's fine. Thallid Omnivore's fine. Fungal Plots is great. You have to have a lot of creatures in your deck, but it is super sweet. It's a great grindy card. You've probably already seen, if you've been watching my draft videos, you've seen me, or sealed. I don't remember if it was draft or sealed, but you've seen me enjoy it. So yeah, if we only have like 3 historic permanents, I don't think he makes the cut. I think I want to get to like at least 5, and then I'll put him in. He is good with a Jousting Lance. Oath of Teferi. Okay, so Sheevan Fire. I think we take Grove from the Ashes. It's going to make splashing Daragaz a lot easier. Impulse. Another Impulse. Those also help a little bit with splashing. But yeah, the rest of this pack isn't that good. I mean, for us, Blessed Light's something we could consider splashing. But yeah, we'll take Grove from the Ashes. Multani likes Grove from the Ashes too, so... So yeah, we just need to run 1 Mountain plus Grove from the Ashes, and I'll feel okay about that. Another Cabal Paladin. Probably take Memorial to Unity here. It's pretty good. Yeah. These lands, I think, are a little bit underrated. All but the red one are pretty nice. This is another one that can sort of help us splash. It can also help us find our bombs in a pinch. And it produces mana in the meantime. So I like that. Blue looks pretty open. I mean, this is a good sign that white's open too, but neither of those cards are like so good that I'm like, what am I doing here? They're just like you know, above average playables. Okay. Well, we're not going to take the Artificer's Assistant this time. I guess we take Crows and Druid. Could have had so many rat colonies, but I'm happy with Crows and Druid. Happy, maybe that's a strong word. I'm fine with Crows and Druid. Wow. Good sign that blue's open. Merfolk, Trickster, and Naban. Naban, you have to build around to some extent, but it's not that hard. I mean, these two actually work together. So, do we take another Spider, or do we take a Wild Onslaught and see if we can pick up some more Saproling Go Wide stuff in this last pack? I mean, we do have Fungal Plots already and Deathbloom Thallid. I think it has a little more upside than our second Mammoth Spider or another Short Sword. Short Sword is... or we don't have a Short Sword. Or a Short Sword. Short Sword is historic, but... you know... I don't think we should be pushing historic just because of one card in our deck that even if we are more historic, still isn't that great. So, Lich's Mastery. Fun, but I don't really think we can pull it off. I guess we take a Feral Abomination. Yeah, don't really plan on playing it, but it'll work. Out of our sideboard, anyway. Okay. The Fire Fletcher came back. I mean, we're already planning on splashing red, so if we pick up more fixing, we can probably run both of these. Okay, I guess here we'll take a Rat Colony. Could take the Compass. You know, it's like the worst source of fixing in the set, but it's still fixing. I think I am going to take it. I think, I mean, it's also historic. We have things that we legitimately want to splash. This is a really good card to still be here, but we'll take Gaia's Protector because we can't afford to splash a double red card, and that's not the best splash anyway. You want more impactful cards to be splashing. Yeah, I mean, I think in the end our colors have not been as open as one would like, but we're making it work. I mean, part of it is having 2 bombs, and you know, we picked up some good removal along the way at the right time. Fungal plots helps. We'll probably only splash him if we pick up some more kicker, incidentally. But yeah. I mean, we could potentially consider becoming a green-red deck that splashes like Vicious Offering, depending on how this pack goes. Wow. Well, this is a weak pack for us. Our VOD's nice, but we've already, you know, I don't think we want to splash white, no matter how we go about things. Yeah, the green cards here and the black cards here are not very good. Soul Salvage is fine. This may be the place to take it, because our other options are Corrosive Ooze, and yeah, and that, I mean, it's fine, but it's, you know, Soul Salvage is nice with, especially with bombs, and we do have those, so I think we'll take it. Garna the Blood Flame. Probably Ancient Animus here. We do have a couple legendary creatures. I guess we don't have a ton of creatures who fight really well. Stronghold Confessor's okay. I think we still take the Animus though, yeah. Okay, I do like Baloth Gorger a lot here, so we'll take him. Ooh, Slimefoot, hello. Yeah, I think we take that over Deathbloom Thallid or Seal Away, which we could theoretically splash. That sort of locks me into black-green. I mean, and it's not like we don't have good black cards. Black has been getting cut to some extent. So I think we take the Envoy, even though we want Saprolings. Problem is our Fungal Plots isn't going to be very good if we don't have at least 15 creatures, and we're not well on our way to that. This also helps us splash a little too, which we're already doing. So I think we take it over Fungal Infection. Halar probably doesn't make the cut, which also probably means we don't need Navigator's Compass. So thank God. But yeah, I'd like at least 14 creatures, and 15 would be even better. I think underrated, by the way. Derek has a little in my set review. I gave him a C+. He's definitely like a solid B. Okay. So we have a Thallid Soothsayer, but our deck is too low on creatures for that to really be worth it. At least right now it is. I think we take Stronghold Confessor. We need more creatures. It's basically a 4-mana 3/3 with Menace. You don't usually want to play the other mode, so I'm going to stick it here. But it is another creature. I'm not sure our deck wants Wild Onslaught with as few creatures as it has. We don't have any cards that make Saprolings that aren't creatures other than Fungal Plots. So we can't count like extra creatures. Like with that deck, if you pick up like Saproling Migration or Spore Swarm and things like that, it definitely gets a lot better. Like, you know, if you have 14 creatures and 2 of your spells make Saprolings, that's one thing. Okay, Ancient Animus again, probably, yeah. I mean, we could take a Jousting Lance, but or Howling Golem or whatever. But we do have we have 3 legendary creatures, so occasionally our guy will get bigger. We're definitely going to sometimes just be using it to kill like a 2/2 with a Crozen Druid, which is not exciting. Okay, Corrosive Ooze, yeah. I hope I don't have to play this guy as Protector also, by the way, so that makes room for the Corrosive Ooze. I mean, if you stick a Jousting Lance on him, he's pretty nasty, but... So, also, Cabal Paladin's probably getting cut these days. So, would I rather just have like a Partick Wanderer than another Corrosive Ooze? I think so. Yeah. Big dude at the top. We don't have any special synergies with him really, but we have enough things going on in the lower part of our curve that I think taking him is fine. That does push us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 historics, right? Yeah. Still not really enough for Cabal Paladin. We could... How many cards with kicker do we have? We have 1, 2... None of you have kicker. 3, but how often is that going to happen? Okay, yeah. Just Daragaz is what we're splashing. So Demonic Vigor, what do we got? That's sweet with Demonic Vigor. I mean, any of our really strong creatures, but I think maybe I'd rather just take an Ether Glider. I don't think either would make the cut, so... Nature's Spiral. We could definitely consider that. But I don't think we want it in the end. Gaia's Blessing. For if our opponent has Multani. And yeah, sure, another one. Damn, we got a foil Orcish Vandal that time around. So, we did only end up with the one card for fixing, but I think we still run Daragaz. We have Adventurous Impulse too, which can sort of dig us what we need, whatever color we need. So we're at 15 creatures, but we need to cut something. And yeah, as a 7-drop too, like he's really easy to splash just off of one Grow from the Ashes. I think we'll be pretty happy doing it. So seems like Soul Salvage will usually be pretty good for us. The kind of fun thing it can do is like if we play an early Untamed Kavu as a 2/2 or a Baloth Gorger as a 4/4, in the late game we can get them back and kick them. It's probably... So we're at 15 creatures. So if we can avoid cutting a creature, I think we should, but I'm not sure we can. So I think we're going to go to 14 and cut Ether Glider. Yeah. All right. I think this deck looks fun. A couple bombs at the top, a little bit of Slime Foot. Seems good. We have Memorial to Unity also. Yeah, and we could run the Compass for fixing, but I don't really feel like giving up a slot in my deck for... If I were splashing like a bunch, I would think about it, but we're not. So we have 2 cards that can help us find our 1 mountain, and we have 1 that will definitely find us our mountain. So I think I'm fine. I don't know about that. Let's see, sort by color. Yeah, so we already have 1 green source in Memorial to Unity. So I think we can go all the way to 8-7 and feel okay about it, yeah. All right, looks like our deck. I'll see you guys in the first match. All right, we're going into our first match. We would like to play first. And I think this hand is fine. Yeah, I mean, a turn 1 Adventurous Impulse can help us find something extra. And we already have both our main colors, and we have Grow from the Ashes too. So we'll just turn 1 Adventurous Impulse here. Yeah, we'll take the Memorial. I didn't realize this could get non-basic. Nice. We'll definitely take the Memorial. Put those elsewhere. Well, we don't have a turn 2 play anyway, so we can play the Memorial next turn, and yeah. Basically, another Adventurous Impulse for later. Are they gonna... Nope. Llanowar Elves. I've actually managed to not see that at all yet, and this is gonna be scary, I think. I wasn't gonna play 2-drop. I'm trying to decide if I should now. I mean, I think I will, because even if, like, you know, this does come into play tapped, I can play Grow from the Ashes or Crows and Druid next turn. At least this way I'm putting some pressure on them, even if it is just with Corrosive Ooze. Being, like, really far behind is where we're going to end up against Llanowar Elves in a hurry, so I think getting something out there is worth it. Yeah. Look at that. That'll be fun. Okay, so I think we play our Crows and Druid. It can actually block her, provided she doesn't have any of her nonsense equipment or auras. Crows of Ooze is pretty good against those. It does at least blow them up, even though it will die. So, that, you know, if they put an aura... Okay. They do not. That's good news, I think. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? But we'll play our Memorial to Unity. We'll play Grow from the Ashes unkicked and get our 1 mountain. Ended our turn. So Sisay, or Shauna, Sisay's legacy is kind of a problem. They're off to a pretty scary start over there. But we can... Oh yeah, let's go even wider. Great. So, interesting. Well, there's a pretty good chance they have a trick, but I say bring it on. Yeah. Well, at least we made them use it there, I guess. I don't know. The Baloth Gorger can block better. The Windgrace Acolyte's going to gain me some life. Maybe some soul salvageable things, too. I mean, it's not like the Gorger can block that well, although I guess it can block Danitha and such. Yeah, I guess I'll play the Gorger. Yeah, our opponent's deck is sweet. We have removal. It would be nice to get it. Would make our lives easier. I mean, our opponent only has 2 lands, but, you know, they got Llanowar Elves. God. They probably have another trick, but I say again, bring it on. Adamant Will, probably. I mean, oh, Gideon's Reproach. That'll work, too. Okay. Okay, well, you're pretty nice. I wish I could do more than one thing. We just got our expensive spells here. We do have 2 creatures we can get back later with Soul Salvage. I think I just played Deathbloom Thallid here. In my turn. Just gotta wait things out till we draw removal, or I don't know. We're in trouble. As soon as I saw that turn 1 Llanowar Elves, I knew things were not gonna be good. Yeah, look at that. Talk about going wide. Okay, so we're gonna kill a Sapperling and chump block her. Take 3. Okay. Well, I think we play Windgrace Acolyte here. Forest, settle the score. I wanted that removal. Of course, we can't actually cast it right now. It's not good. Ooh. God, our opponent's deck is ridiculous. I don't know how we're going to beat these people. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're basically done. We have 1 more turn. I mean, there's not really anything we can get that can save us here. You're going to chump block. You guys are going to trade for some tokens, I guess. Hopefully we don't see such an aggressive curve out of them in the next game where, yeah, we're dead. No reason to show them any more cards we have. So they do have one really good flyer. I don't know if that's enough for Pierce the Sky. Yeah. It's going to be hard to overcome just how wide they can go. We don't have any, like, great way of dealing with that. I mean, we can get our bombs, I guess. That'll help. Slimefoot will help, too. But we don't really have any sideboard answers here. We would like to play first. This is not a great hand. I think we got a mulligan it. All right, this one's better. Yeah, I think we leave that forest on top, even though we do need black at some point. I think we probably play this Kavu on turn 2. Hey, no Llanowar Elves. So yeah, we'll play the Kavu now. Sapling Migration. I mean, I'm willing to trade. We got our mountain. I'm guessing they're going to trade too. Nice thing is we can get it back later with Soul Salvage and kick it potentially, like in the later game. Yeah, so we'll kill both those saplings. Seems solid. Plays mountain and in return. I wonder if there's what they're splashing, if anything. Nope, probably just a 2-color deck. There's our swamp, so that's nice. Yeah, we'll play our Gorger here. Can play Windgrace Acolyte next game. I mean, next turn. With Soul Salvage in our hand. That could get interesting. And Multani can come back from the graveyard, potentially. Now we're not in a situation where we like have to block, even though we know they probably have a trick, so that's nice. Haven Sentry, okay. I mean, I think I attack my Gorger. Oh, now I don't have to. I mean, if I kill the Haven Sentry with my Gorger, that does mean that I can't attack, basically. I mean, it's still a 2-for-1. It is an instant, so... I guess I could attack, see how they block, and then use Ancient Animus. Because if they just double block, I think I'm okay with that. And then we play Windgrace Acolyte. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. If they just chump, I'm going to be pretty happy, because we can just Ancient Animus on their turn, potentially. They're just going to take it. Works for me. Well, now I think we just play Windgrace Acolyte instead of leaving up Animus. Forest, forest, forest. Well, didn't really want to draw 3 forests in a row, but not hitting any value for Soul Salvage is a little rough. Okay. So here, I think I'd probably kill the bird and start attacking in the air. Like... yeah. That's what I do. We attack with our Acolyte. Drops him to 13. I wish we had something else to do, but we do not. In this situation, I still don't think I block. I don't think there's a reason to. We're ahead enough in the race that I think we can get away without blocking here. Those knights are really annoying, though. But I feel like there's such a high likelihood that they have a trick that I would rather just let them hit me and then, you know, make them do plan B, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should block. The more I say that, it's like, well, what am I going to do with the Gorger? Can't really attack right now. But it is holding down the ground for me. Sort of. We do have a Mammoth Spider in our hand who can do much of the same thing, but... And we do have Soul Salvage. I mean, all those things together, maybe they mean that I should just be okay with the block, even, and, you know, trading for the trick, then use Soul Salvage on my turn. Or maybe if I don't, I play Mammoth Spider, but I Soul Salvage eventually. Oh, good. Okay. That's going to be fun. Dang. Okay. This is going to hurt. Swing for 6. You don't want your Surveyor to attack me? Guess not. Can we race this? Okay. I don't think I want to Adventurous Impulse. So this is going to be a 4-4 next. Or they could put it there, since there's a tie. Kind of feel like playing the Spider is the best move here, because it gives us another good blocker. Yeah, let's play the big Spider. He can even block whatever he gives all the keyword abilities to. Although they do have Blood Tallow Candle, so, you know, they can kill my Spider. If that's what they want to do. We've got them at 10, but it doesn't feel good, you know? We're at 18 and they're at 10, but it doesn't feel like things are going right. Okay, I think I go for the block here. We can Soul Salvage to get him back. So it's not a huge deal. Like if he uses the candle to kill our guy. He may want to use it to kill our threat, though, because he hasn't been able to stop it just yet. Okay, I like that trade. I think. Especially with Soul Salvage in my hand. We can get back 2 cards with Kicker, and then we can... If we want, we could play the 2/2 Kavu. I don't know that we want to do that, though. They're about to kill my... No, they're killing my Spider. Interesting. Okay. All right. Should I Impulse first? Because no matter what, I'm not going to be able to play what I get. Although I can play the Llanowar Scout. So actually, I think I'm going to just Soul Salvage first. Yeah. Soul Salvage. And I think we get back Spider Kavu. Basically, the Kavu is a better... We're not that close to kicking the Gorger anyway, so... Alright. Attack with Windgrace Acolyte. Take them down to 7. And I think we played the Scout. It can block fairly well. I mean, he's going to, make this have lifelink and all that nonsense this turn, but that's not, since we killed the 4/4, that's not a huge deal. I mean, it does help them in the race, certainly. All right, I'm going to block the knight. Ooh, a big sapling migration. I don't like that. Okay. Well, I think we play a kicked Untamed Kavu and pray that they don't have a way to pump their whole board. Because if they do, we're dead. So we'll get in for 3 again. We do have Ancient Animus. Yeah, if they have charge, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. And they probably do. Okay. I'm going to do this. And if it's charge, we take 2, 4, 6, 79. Yeah, we're almost dead, but not dead. And both of our creatures will survive. Well, this will die. This won't. It's like double charge and we're really dead, but okay. Ouch, but we're alive, and that's what matters. I'm glad they didn't kick him. So what is our situation here? I mean, our Kavu has Vigilance and Trample. This is going to get in for 3 no matter what. We may, if yeah. This is hard. What could we hit with Adventurous Impulse that makes it worth getting more than our other options? I don't think there's really anything. I could Grow from the Ashes and kick it and get 2 untapped lands, but I think we really need, and then hold up Ancient Animus, but I could kick it. Yeah, I mean, no matter what, I think we need to play this Spider. But I think we actually only attack with our Kavu here. Yeah. Okay, so we kill that guy. We trample over for 2. Gotta hope they don't have another charge. Right now we have 4 blockers, so we survive if they don't have something like charge or a removal spell or any of those things. Okay, they don't, because their hand is empty. So that's good news. They are going to attack with everything because of Memorial to Glory, probably. Okay, so you're going to get eaten. Oh, wait. I am dead. How did I... Man. Counted Saplings wrong. Well, we got pretty owned there. I mean, I guess in that second game we at least put up a fight. We haven't seen our bombs at all, which is pretty... Or removal, right? I guess we had Ancient Animus. I think we did the right thing there. What would we have hit with Adventurous Impulse? Let's see. Crows and Druid. Couldn't cast Daragaz, so... Alright, on to the next game. Match. Alright, going into our second match. This hand's fine. Hopefully we can find a 2 or 3 drop with our impulse, because we got the later game. We got what we need, but hopefully we don't go up against someone with as fast of a deck as we saw in match 1. Well, they do have the Scrybird right away. Okay, we are going to impulse. Okay. Which of these do I want? None are very exciting. I think I'd take the earlier drop. Yeah. Yeah. All right, and we'll end our turn. Jousting Lance next turn, then Druid. We take 1 from the assistant here. I feel like cards on my... I should have protection from cards on my overlay. I should email Wizards about that. Okay. Well, they went 1 drop, 2 drop, and it's a little scary, but luckily the creatures aren't the... they're not the most intimidating of creatures. They're just... They're nice little value creatures, certainly, and while I was swatting at a fly there, just in case you thought I was gesturing at value creatures. But they're not, neither of them is making me sweat, really. They may play something here that does. Nope. More value creature town. Okay, so yeah, we're going to play our Druid here, who can gum up the ground. Still going to be taking 1 in the sky, but our Mammoth Spider will take care of that. I mean, we could think about equipping the Lance to the Druid, but I don't think we want to. I think we'd rather just play Baloth Gorger on turn 4. Okay, well that sucks. Journey Maged. Take 3. This Poet's getting in there. I'm guessing they have some gross sagas in their deck, like the Ice one, especially. Maybe the Gerard one too. Okay, let's hope they don't have another bounce spell. Let's play this Gorger. Can't keep getting tempoed out like that and win this game. Just attack with your assistant and pass the turn, please. Thank you. I mean, they're probably not going to pass the turn, but at least they didn't bounce my guy. Something to be said here. Ooh, he's good with the Lance. We don't actually have that great of attacks because they can just like double block with Journey Mage and Arcanist, and that is pretty gross. I think I'm just going to kick the Kavu here. Don't have counter magic. Thank you. That's a great place to put the Lance with all those keywords that it already has. So we'll just end our turn. Probably equip the Lance, play the Druid next turn. I think that is my plan. They have a total of 2, 3, 6 toughness over there. Interesting. Be interesting to see if they can make this card good, because in my set review I listed 10 creatures that it's good with, and then most of them are rares and mythics, and if you have 2 of them, maybe you run it. And maybe they do. But it can be pretty bad. Okay, so we are going to equip Untamed Kavu because we are. I think we play the Druid. I mean, we could think about holding on to it and kicking it later. 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, but I think adding another creature to the board is probably worth it here. Could have, the the bounce spell. 1 and a blue bounce spell. Nah, they're just going to take it. Okay. Play the Druid. Who can at least, you know, block relatively well. We'll see if they cheat in to play some disgusting historic permanent. Like, putting Sagas into play at instant speed could be pretty hilarious. And, well, it looks like they're about to do something. What is it? Oh, it's Teferi, that's all. No big deal. Except it is. Bye-bye, Untamed Kapu. Oh. Yeah. Yep. Saved them 1 mana. Except it didn't really, because they paid 4 at the start. But, sort of saved them mana. Okay. I guess I equip my Gorger. I'm kind of thinking about attacking with the Druid too. They have to lose something if they want to block it, and I can always get it back later. And I think I attack Teferi with both. We can't let them start drawing a million cards. I mean, if they want to kill it, yeah, I mean, they can just chump block it like that. This, they have to... Okay. So I'm going to play Llanowar Scout. Teferi is going to do something right now, but hopefully we can get him under enough pressure that before he can bounce another permanent. That's worse than bounce. It's like Fate Sealing. By worse than bouncing, I mean worse for me than bouncing. Better than bouncing from my opponent's perspective. Okay, yeah, another blocker does make it a challenge to get at Teferi here. Should I just start going to their dome? Like, I'm kind of thinking that might be the plan because, I mean, should I move the Lance? 5. I mean, I have the mana to move the Lance and play the Spider. If I move the Lance, I can make 2 creatures a threat. Well, all 3, actually. They have to block all 3 if I move it. So I think that's probably what we want to do. If they want to save Teferi, they have to block all 3 of them. So let's do it. Yeah, they have to lose at least 2 creatures too, if they block. Yeah, that's the one they won't lose. Yeah, you're dead and you're dead. So Teferi does get to draw them another card, but I think we're getting enough of a board presence out there. You're probably about to Gideon's Reproach something as I'm saying that. Nope. I think we're getting enough of a board presence out there that we can finally threaten both our opponent and Teferi next turn. And we can finally block Artificer's Assistant too. Alright, yeah, draw your card. So they could be putting an instant speed historic permanent into play, so that's something to keep in mind. So I think maybe we have to send all 4 at Teferi, although this isn't going to hit hard enough to kill Teferi, so it's kind of... I guess it's not pointless, because at least then we don't get Fate Sealed. We are about to draw a Kavu again. So there's that. So yeah, I think I send the 3 creatures who have 3 power at Teferi, and probably just don't attack with this. And we see what happens. If we can get rid of Teferi, I think we take over the game, most likely. Why can I only choose yours? Because mine are untapped? Yep, that's why. Tack to fairy, tack to fairy, tack to fairy, and you're just gonna hang back, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, something's coming into play at instant speed, so just hope it's not anything too scary and it's just like a surprise. Yeah, it's not too scary. It's gotta die, so you know, he may save his Teferi again here, but all his creatures will be gone. He will kill this though, yeah, that will happen. But your creatures will all be gone. Teferi will be gone next turn. We do lose our Gorger, but we can get him back later. We'll play a kicked Kavu here. He's back. And do we use our mana now to move it? I think I do, yeah. Just in case we draw something like, I don't know, something. He could Fate Seal it again, but I'm not super concerned if that's what they do. They might draw a card and hope they can put up enough defenses to save Teferi. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. This trample's nice. We both have drawn a lot of lands, but they've drawn more cards than I have, and they've still drawn a lot of lands. Oath of Teferi. What are you going to do? Exile Teferi with Oath of Teferi? They're really into Teferi. It's good with their Journey Mage. They must have some other enter the battlefield things. So they can use an ability twice. I guess that's what they're really doing. They can use Teferi's ability a second time. Oh good, the Mirari Conjecture. They don't have anything to get back. So works for me. I think we finally are going to overcome the Teferi advantage. So do we just attack our opponent here? I think we do, because they just die. 7, 10. Yeah, they're just dead to damage. We don't have to worry about Teferi. They could do something, you know, with their gateway, because they're going to untap 4 lands here. They could have a bounce spell. But it's still probably, the smartest thing to do is probably still just to attack 7, 10, 12. I mean, we have exactly lethal. 7, 10, 11, 13, yeah. So if they have anything that can stop us, that's a problem. So maybe... I think I'm just going to go for the win. Let's do it. Let's do it. Attack with all creatures. Attack him. Okay. It's a good sign. Good. I guess Oath of Teferi is fun with sagas too. So I don't think we have any reason to want to be playing anything that we aren't already playing in this matchup. Nope. So maybe we'll get if we can go 2-1 here, I'll feel pretty good. We still haven't seen Multani or Darigas, so I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna get them both in my opening hand now and have like no lands because I said that. Magic gods don't appreciate my whining. Although, if anything, in my experience, I feel like my whining has been effective, you know. But I haven't gotten fungal plots either, which I love. Yeah, there's a weird number of our cards we haven't seen so far. Like, we've seen the same distribution. We haven't seen Vicious Offering, Stronghold Confessor, Fungal Plots, War Envoy, Settle the Score, or either of our bombs. It's kind of weird 4 games in. I guess it's only been 3, huh? It's not that weird. So Teferi is our biggest concern. But so maybe we should bring in a flyer and like cut our huge wanderer? Maybe we should. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It gives us something to threaten in the air. Opponent didn't seem to have a lot of air defenses. Wow, I kind of called this. I think we keep this hand, but it is a rough one. We do have Multani, though. Oh, I guess I didn't cut the Wanderer in time, actually, because that shouldn't be there, right? Yeah, I guess I was too late. Man, if that Wanderer were a 3-mana, 2/1 flyer, this hand would be a little better. Ooh, they might try to mill us out here. So I don't think we want to play Stronghold Confessor as a 1/1. It's one of the weird kicker cards that it's like you basically never don't play it if you're not kicking it because it's pretty bad when you're not. Take 2. The milling will fuel our Multani's power, so that's kind of nice. So we're going to play War Envoy. Next turn we play a kicked Confessor, I think. Don't think there's anything we want to settle the score. Why can't you blow up Planeswalkers too? The Confessor will be able to threaten Teferi a little bit if that's what they're about to do to us. We take 1. All right, that thing's back. What does it mill? Okay, 1 land for Multani. Multani's happy about that. Yeah, I think we play the untapped land and play Stronghold Confessor with kicker. There's no real reason to attack. Our opponent can just double block and we only get to kill 1 creature. So we're just going to kick Stronghold Confessor. And end our turn. We take the 1. Yeah, they're planning on some shenanigans. I'm going to attack into said shenanigans. See what they got. Were their hands filled with lands? That is possible. And Gideon's Reproach. That works. So do I just play the Spider here, or do I play the tapped land so I can play Multani next turn, who will be a 7/7? I kind of think we play the Spider. Yeah, I think I want to play the Spider. Hopefully we draw an untapped land. But if we don't, you know, we can do some things. Not really. I mean, we have a kill spell, but we don't really have any good targets for it. Did not draw the land. All right, well, Spider's going to attack now. See what happens to it. Maybe they put something into play where we can settle the score at least. Use our mana. Yeah, they did. So we probably... Now there's no point in attacking either, so... I think we use settle the score on that, and... So we play this. And... Get out of here. Settle. Score settled. Alright, so... Next turn we can play Multani, though. Who refuses to stay dead. Yeah, I think they're flooding. Though we always have to keep in mind they may have some shenanigans planned. Okay, so Spider's attacking. See what happens. Do we get in, or do they do something with their Thran Temporal Gateway? Nope, they take it. Yeah, I think we just slam Multani here. Especially since, you know, doesn't really stay dead. Okay, end our turn. Reach Trample. It's a nice combo right now. Although, it's kind of a weird one. Mostly because one's a defensive, only matters on defense, and one only matters on offense. But it's flexible. Okay, I could Adventurous Impulse. I guess I do. I mean, playing the Kavu instead of the Partick Wanderer, I mean, the Kavu's actually better, so it doesn't really matter. So I think we'll Adventurous Impulse first. Well, we get a land, which will make Multani bigger. I may just play the Wanderer because we have the mana available right now, but we'll see. We'll attack with both of these. See if they have a surprise for us. Don't think they do. I think I do play the Wanderer just because we know we have 6 mana right now available. There are like more things that can kill the Wanderer, I guess, but that's okay. More trample is always good. Of course, this has trample too. I think they're in trouble. Yeah, we'll take one. Not that we have a choice. Both our reach guys are rumbling. Okay, well, we attack with everybody. There is a silly combat trick I have. It's not going to matter here, I don't think, but we could use Memorial to Unity at instant speed to make this a 9/9. Like, if that matters. Oh, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Because, yeah, I would stay in 8/8 because I'd have one less land in play. Yeah. Probably should have played this swamp just to make Multani lethal on their own. Probably genderless, right? I mean, it's like the avatar of nature. Yeah, they're dead. They, like, I guess they could have a bounce spell and go to 1. Yes, they do. They go to 1. Dang. Okay, well, they still go to 1, but they did just kill one of our creatures. But question is whether I should just play the Kavu so that I have another creature that's lethal. I think we do. Just to make sure that our opponent dies. It's also another trampler, so like if the 1/1 can't chump it. Yeah, looks like we're going to get this one, and we have a chance to go above 500 in our next match. Hopefully we can. Hopefully Multani keeps showing up for us. Yeah, we got there. All right, see you guys in the next match. All right, going to our final match, trying to fight to be above 500. This is an okay hand. A little slow, but this format hasn't proven to be the kind where if you don't have a 2-drop, you lose. So I think I'll keep it. It's mostly slow, although our first opponent showed us what's up with regard to that. Goblins. Is this like a deck with like Goblin War Chief and every goblin? Could be. Play this Jousting Lance because that's all we can do. Kapow, we take 2 to the face. Probably just another aggro deck, but it's not great news. Especially because after we block with our Envoy, we don't get to play anything next turn. I think we do block with our Envoy, incidentally. And I think, put it here. Go for the trade there. Okay. Interesting. So I don't think we do anything. I think we just pass the turn. We could play our Kavu, but I think we just pass the turn here. Plan on playing a kicked Kavu probably next turn. Yep, kicked Kavu seems pretty solid. I think they have to discard a spell given what was going on with their lands, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so they're red-white. They're just color screwed. Ooh. We're not too far away from him. Play our big Kavu. In the turn. It seems like Mammoth Spider, Winggrace Acolyte, seems like those are all going to be pretty good here. See what they do to me. Ooh. So. Could play Slimefoot. Could play Settle the Score on Tiana so she can start attacking me, and that doesn't seem like a bad option. But I can also just play Mammoth Spider. Let's just play the Spider. And end our turn for now. This way, like maybe they put an aura and equipment on her or whatever. I mean, then we get a little more value out of Settle the Score. If I drew a land, it wouldn't be bad to be able to play Slimefoot and suit up the Untamed Kavu and just start going in. That would be pretty reasonable. We're 2 away from Daragaz. We can play everything else in our hand. They're thinking about doing something, obviously, which is a little concerning. I mean, I think they probably have an aura or an equipment. Could be wrong. Nope, just removal. Okay. Okay. So, I think we kind of have to kill her. Yeah, I mean, we could let her live, but I think we kill her. I think, well, maybe what we do first, actually, is attack. Because if they decided to double block, we would be able to kill all their creatures this turn ahead of playing one of these 3 things. Yeah, let's do it. Good chance to just take it too, which I'm also fine with. Yeah, they're just going to take it. Okay, and then we'll kill Tiana. Don't really want to deal with that. And we'll end our turn. So we can just slam Daragaz if we draw a land. If we don't draw land, probably Windgrace Acolyte. We could also think about equipping and Slime Footing. Acolyte gaining me some life is appealing. Slimefoot can gain me life too, much more slowly. What could they be thinking about? More removal? Removal would hurt for sure. Keldon Raider. I was gonna say, I think I'd probably block it if what they decided to do is... Okay, so I think it's just Daragaz's time. And we leave back the Untamed Kavu now because of the whole indestructible thing. And next turn we can just equip Daragaz with the lance and attack. And hopefully kill our opponent. We could have another Blessed Light, which is good against Daragaz. Daragaz can come back from most things after a couple turns, but not exile. He's not Squee, unfortunately. Impressive thing is he hatches out of an egg as a 7/7 already. Like, what's that about? Flavor-wise, it doesn't seem like the best design, but otherwise, it's pretty good. It's a pretty cool card. I think I definitely underrate. I gave it a C+. I was just concerned. I think this format I'm going to be wrong about more than my usual 10-ish% because this format's ended up being like slower than I expected. I think coming in from Ixalan, like I was, sort of prepared for things to be fast, and they're really not, mostly. Again, we did have that match 1 opponent who just destroyed us. So, Pierce the Sky does kill Tiana. Piana? No, Tiana. We didn't see any other flyers, though. So, I don't think I change anything. Okay, so is this hand a keep thanks to Adventurous Impulse? I don't know that it is. The reason being that we only have the one land. It's a risky keep, but I think I might do it. Adventurous Impulse has a very good chance for us to hit a land, and then we have 2 draw steps to hit a land too. Granted, if we don't draw a swamp at all, we're going to be in some trouble. Okay, we did hit 1 land, so that's good. Let's Impulse. Okay, so Spider's going away, sadly, but we are happy to guarantee that we hit that land drop. Now, the beginning of our game looks a lot better. So we've gotten to play Daragaz and Multani so far. Okay, well this is going to hit us really, really hard. We need to hit double black at some point soon, or this thing is really going to tear us up. Chances are. If we do hit double black, we're going to get a lot of value when we do kill it. But yeah, like right now, it's going to hit us for 5. It's got Menace, so we can't like trump block it with our Thallid. Ooh. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Did they just slap something else on it now? It's going to be very swingy, like, because, yeah. So I can play the Gorger next and at least double block the thing. So that's good news, I guess. I think if I draw a swamp, I still just kill it, though. Just get it out of our way, because it is very scary. But yeah, if I don't draw a swamp, I think I play Gorger and pass, and then try to double block and kill it. Not a swamp, but does offer us a way to kill it potentially. Is it too risky? Should I just kill it? I think that might be the safest thing to do because of so many reasons. I could wait and see if they put an aura on it, but we also know they have combat tricks. And if they make it bigger than it is now, like more than 5 toughness, then we're going to be in a real problem. I think Vicious Offering's our best bet here. Question is, do I just do it now? I think I do. There's like he only needs to pump its toughness by a little more, so I think I am going to do it now. I could see an argument for doing other things, but I think killing that thing is like our #1 priority. It gets us it's basically a 2-for-1 because we get a Saproling. They're tapped out, so we know it's dead. Now, if they play another aura, we're going to be like little, like, God, if we'd held on to Vicious Offering, we could have gotten a 3-for-1, but given the way the board looked, I think that was the right choice. All right, we're going to take 2 from that. I would really like to gain some life off of my Windgrace Acolyte. Well, there's a Jousting Lance. Okay, well, I think we go ahead and attack with our Saproling, then play the Windgrace Acolyte. What we don't want to do, and it hasn't happened to us yet, but it could happen right now, is mill our Mountain. The chances aren't great, but it could happen. So, bring it on. We did not. So, we mill our Jousting Lance and Slimefoot, but we did not mill. We do have one way of getting creatures back from the graveyard, too, so there's that. So, do they equip this and go all in on it? If that's their plan, I mean, Settle the Score is going to look really nice next turn. Yeah, that's their plan. So I think we just take 4 here if they attack, and they do. Okay. We're not especially close to kicking our Gorger. So I think just killing this think we go ahead and kill this and attack for 4. And then we can play out the Stronghold Confessor Kicked or the Gorger next turn. And if we're really lucky and draw our 1 mountain, play Daragaz. We have basically used up all of our good removal. We still have Ancient Animus, but we get some good tempo there, I think, between... Well, we got a 2-for-1, and they have to pay 3 to equip this again. So, I mean, it's... We killed a 2-drop with a 4-drop, but we got more mana value out of it, if that makes sense. They paid 5 mana worth of mana, because that makes sense, to make it, so... To make that creature what it was. Right, Bayard is annoying. He's also going to be pretty good with equipment and whatnot. I'm thinking about playing Stronghold Confessor Kicked. Though no matter what I play, it can't block a Bayard with a Jousting Lance and survive, so... Keep that in mind. We'll attack. We're going to have to pay 1. Yes. So, I think I play the Confessor. It's another evasive source of damage. We have a Sapperling who can chump Bayard if he decides to suit him up. And if he decides to suit him up, then he doesn't have another creature in play. So, this evasive source of damage is probably going to hit him. And I can attack with both and still play Baloth Gorger next turn. If we just draw our mountain, it's lethal, so could happen. Yeah, this sort of play in this format is like super swingy. Okay, well, that's more of a problem. Now they can like gain life, which we really don't want them to do. 5. I can't kick either of these yet, but I'm pretty close. Do they have a historic card? You know, who knows? But yeah, that's a really good play here. So if he doesn't have a historic card and I attack with the Confessor right now and he has to double block it, I do get to kill the Sanctum Spirit, but if he has a historic card, it's going to look so bad. But at least it's before the Sanctum Spirit has Jousting Lance on it, which is a nightmare. So I think I'm actually going to attack with both and hope they don't have a historic card, because it's going to be a nightmare if they put Jousting Lance on that thing. So we will pay the 2 to declare attackers. If we just get in for 6, we feel okay. I think we do play Gorger. These can both be kicked when we get to 8. But Gorger's way better unkicked than Crows and Druid is. Gorger's also better kicked than Crows and Druid is, though, so you could look at it both ways. The fact they're really thinking about this is a good sign, I feel like. Yeah, they're just going to take the 6. Now, they can gain back 5 or whatever. Yeah. I mean, is gaining me 10 life going to be a bigger deal than a 7/7? You know, I don't think it is. I think I'd rather play the Druid and hope if we hit an 8th land, then we can kick this and it can at least block the Sanctum Spirited dude. So there's that. Block and kill it, I should say. Obviously, my stuff can all block it. Opponent has to be a little careful just because of menace and flying over here, but one more land and we can kick this mountain and we just win. Well, they can gain 5 right now, so not quite. They would go up to 11, so yeah, that Sanctum Spirit being alive is not good news for us. But if you have to pay 3 here to equip it and then attack, you know, it's not the worst situation. Now, if they put an aura on it like that, that's more of a problem. Yeah, we really need to find removal. Because now, Jousting Lands plus Dub does make it so that can kill us. Takes them back up to 11. We do win if we just draw a mountain here. We don't, though. And we don't draw the land either. So I think we attack. Get them back down to 5. Oh, wait a second. Freaking... Yeah, we're just going to attack with this, actually, because of... We want to be able to play our Partick Wanderer. So we can set up a block... a triple block on it, even with Jousting Lance. It could potentially kill it, but we basically lose if they have an indestructible, a card to make it indestructible. So, and I don't think, and we're not in such a situation where we have to go for that incredibly swingy play where, you know, if it works for us, maybe we're okay, especially because we have Daragaz in our hand. And Baloth Gorger, who is also quite large. So, those are the options. Would be nice to hit a mountain and just not have to worry about... Ooh. Okay, now I think we lose. Double strike on that thing is ridiculous. They're going to gain 10 life. You serious? Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to play this kicked. I mean, we still have a chance here, mostly because Daragaz is in our hand. But they could gain 10 life in attack. That's kind of a problem, if you didn't know. I can, like, double block and kill it if he doesn't put the lance on it. If he does, I have to quadruple block it. And now I think we are in the situation where we have to hope they don't have the historic permanent in their hand. They've had several more turns to draw it now, which they didn't have earlier. And when we know they probably didn't have one, but they may have been planning on saving one for this situation, though. Hopefully they don't play Urza's Ruinous Blast, although it would kill their creature who's the biggest problem, but it would nuke my board and they'd keep 2 creatures. So there's that. Another dub. Really? Putting it on another... Interesting. Okay. So it's a 7/6. I think we have to go for... We don't have any of our good removal left. So I think we have to go for the quadruple block here and just pray. I think that's what we have to do. Pray. Because he does go down if if they can't make it indestructible. If they can make it indestructible, then he doesn't go down, obviously, and we lose everything but our Wanderer. We lose everything but our Wanderer even if things go right now. But if they do go right... Okay, now he's taking out the Wanderer. Which may mean they don't have a card to discard. I don't know. Pretty much, I mean, we got to get rid of that thing, and we don't have another way to do it. We've already used our good ways to do it. I guess Daragaz with Ancient Animus could do it. They're going to be at so much life, too. But their board's a lot less scary now. So is ours, but... Ooh, that's good. Thank you. Soul Salvage time. And I think we get back... A card like Slimefoot can go a long way right here. Our friend Slimefoot and... Maybe the Gorger? Okay, so... Yeah, we'll play Slimefoot. He can start making Saplings to protect us, while also doing damage to our opponent. We have enough mana to just make 2 Saplings a turn, and right now that's enough to protect us. And we'll end our turn. I mean, a kicked Gorger can block these guys too. All right, so they're sending 2 double strikers our way. So I think we chump block the one that can kill us and take 4 from Quende. Oh, they're only sending 1 our way. Still, gotta block it, and we will. Okay. All right, well, I think... Is it better to just play a kicked Baloth Gorger here than to do Slimefoot shenanigans? I think it is. Yeah. Now, I guess if they have a kill spell, we're dead now. And that wasn't the case, thanks to Slimefoot, but I feel like if they had a kill spell there, they would have just used it and killed us. Now, I mean, they could draw one, of course, but... Uh-oh. Oh, it's just Tiana. Which, I say just Tiana. It has double strike right now, so that's kind of a problem. So I think we can end up losing this one. We need to draw red for Daragaz. That's like the only thing that could help us. That would keep Tiana at bay, but they can also, she's also indestructible basically right now. So that part's not so good. Trying to decide whether to attack, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we have to block it, so I think he's right to attack. We do get to kill that guy, but he kills ours too. And we lose. Even with the 2 Saplings we can make. That'll do it. So on to game 3. All right. I wish I had enchantment artifact hate right now. We saw Tiana again, but that was it. So still don't think we bring in Pierce the Sky. Yeah. Looked like we might turn the corner there thanks to that soul salvage. Quende, man. We could have killed him with Ancient Animus, which would have been nice, but we didn't get it. I think we milled one of them. We would like to play first, please. Okay. I mean, I think this is a pretty good hand here. If they get off to a crazy fast start, we might be in trouble. But Multani, I don't know that they can beat Multani, really. So I think I'm going to go for it. Hope we draw some 2s or 3s. Hope we do. I mean, Soul Salvage is pretty ugly to have in our opener. Okay, we'll play tapped Memorial to Unity. We do have double green, so at least we can play Baloth Gorger on turn 4 now. Right, the Lance is here. I think we just wait. I think we play Gorger turn 4, kicked Kavu turn 5, Multani turn 6. It's pretty potent. It's a pretty potent thing to do, and they're not putting any pressure on us, luckily. Unlike last game where they would have like destroyed us if in the same situation. I think we'd be dead or close to it. So, Baloth Gorger. Kicked Kavu. We do need another land for Multani, don't we? And Partick Wanderer, but... Ooh, double Journey Mage. Okay. Alright, that's interesting. At least it gives us something else to play next turn if we... Yeah. So the question is, do I attack with my Gorger here? I think I do. Then play kicked Kavu. They have to play... They have to equip this to really be able to attack through my board, and that's a pretty significant cost when it's at best 3/4 of their lands and at worst all of their lands. Especially when this guy has vigilance and is just going to keep... Okay, Dub's a little better because they can at least block. Okay. Well, now we can't really do anything. But we will just play another big creature in Mammoth Spider. We need that land, Multani. Come on. Or one of our kill spells. This can't get those. Corrosive Ooze will actually be nice on these ground creatures. Don't play Quende. Just Sanctum Spirit. That card did help secure our downfall last time. Okay, there we go. So, we play Multani. We didn't seal away, which is basically the only way in red and white our opponent can kill Multani and keep Multani dead. I think we want to get this Ooze out there so that the Lance is a real problem. Like we at least have a way to blow it up. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, our opponent, we played a bunch of big dudes, but our opponent's auras and equipment has managed to allow him to keep up with our large green creatures, unfortunately. Blessed Light, I forgot about that one. Ouch. That hurt. Okay. Multani. All right. So, I think we kick this and then also play Corrosive Ooze. Stupid Sacred Blessed Light. Should have played out the Partick Wanderer first for sure. we still got a board that is just like on the edge of being able to start jamming in there, especially after we play Partick Wanderer. We just need to draw one of our kill spells. Even Ancient Animus would be pretty good right now. Be really good because it can kill her. Okay. Well, we're in trouble, I would say, because he's about to put Jousting Lance here and attack us for 5 every turn. So we need to kill Tiana. We do have several ways of doing it, given what our 2 Ancient Animuses, our Vicious whatever, and our Settle the Score can all kill her. But we do have 25 cards left in our library, and this doesn't help us get any of those. Other than, I guess, percentages-wise, it technically should, on average, get us closer because we'll have seen more of our library, but I'll probably end up using it at some point, especially if I draw a land right here. I'm surprised they're being that tentative. They may have... Oh, good. They have a Sarah Angel, too. Why did I not put in Pierce the Sky? Okay. I think we just crack this now. See what we can see. Of course, there's our mountain. Oh, gosh. Well, the good news is we didn't see any of our kill spells. And while that's not great news, it means they're all still in our library, and we know they're not the bottom however many cards. They're not in the bottom 4 cards, so they're somewhere in the top 19. And that is good news. So equip the Angel. Yeah, now my Mammoth Spider can't do anything. We take 6 from her. 4, 5, 6, 7. Not really any point in playing it now. It's not going to add anything to the board. I think it's better to hold on to and try to kick it and buy ourselves a little more time, because it won't make any significant difference. If we get one more land, it can gain us 10, which goes a pretty long way towards buying us time. Take 6. And we do. So we kick this, go back up to 16. That feels good. So we could, at some point, block with Mammoth Spider, use Soul Savage to get it back. And that may end up being a good call. Just to, again, try to find our kill spells. Because if we can kill Sarah Angel, although we still have to deal with Tiana, so it's not exactly like, it's not a cakewalk, all right? Really, why do I not have Pierce the Sky in my deck? Yeah, I think we lose now. We only saw 1 flyer in the first 2 games. In this game, we've seen 3. I guess I should have played my Llanowar Scout just to do it, but I mean, they can't really attack with their Pegasus Courser. I mean, they can, but I can block it and kill it at least, and then take like 9. Well, if they give this flying, then I have to block it. Okay, so is it time for Soul Salvage? I don't think so. No, we're just going to take 6. You're going to play another flyer. I know it. Well, now we're dead. I don't really... We have the 1 blocker, so... Man, 1 and 2 for this one. Maybe they'll be tentative. They'll be a little shy again about attacking hard, and that'll buy me the time. But even if I draw Settle the Score or something now, or I mean a Mountain would probably be better right now, and it's on the bottom of our library, so it's not going to happen. And if they attack with everything, I mean, I can only block one flyer, and they can make additional flyers, so they should... Yeah, there they go. And that kills me. 1 and 2 it is. Let's see how deep our Settle the Scores were. Oh, it might not let me because it was the last match, because that makes sense, right? All right, well, another 1 and 2. I'm not off to the most blistering start in this format, but there's time. It'll even out. I keep saying that. There's still plenty of time, though. This was only the 5th limited event after all. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next draft video, which I think will be on... I'm recording these ahead of time, so it's hard to think when these are coming out. I think the next one will be on Monday. If it's not, though, and this is Monday, then it'll be out on Thursday.